How's everybody doing? I hope everybody had a great Memorial Day weekend. So let's get right back into it. A little over a month ago, there was a leak that Magic the Gathering was releasing a new Lord of the Rings set and that it was going to be a black Aragorn. They quickly swept that under the rug and sent people to pay visits to people leaking this information. We'll get back to that in just a minute here. Black Aragorn in Lord of the Rings sparks outrage. Hate this so much. The changing of a Lord of the Rings character's race from white to black in a collectible card game has sparked controversy online. New artwork portraying Aragorn, a human character in J.R.R. Tolkien's high fantasy in Magic the Gathering, released on social media on Sunday, was met with both praise and outrage, with one user reacting, "I hate this so much." Race-swapping characters have been the subject of controversy before. While advocates argue that such moves improve representation in popular works of fiction, critics argue they are not true to the source material. I completely agree. The issue of race-swapping characters is part of a wider debate about whether characters of minority groups should be played by actors who are not of those minorities. Some say minority actors, who have historically been overlooked, should be given those parts to improve representation in the arts, while others say actors should be able to portray any character well. And these are absolutely garbage arguments. Spawn, great character, black. Could you imagine the outrage if they race swapped Spawn with a white guy? Or how about Black Panther? What if they swapped him out with a white guy? The outrage that would happen. And that would be from everybody. Leave the characters the way they were designed, the way they were portrayed. Just leave them alone. Though Aragorn has been portrayed as white in previous Lord of the Rings media, i.e. all of it, in the Magic the Gathering artwork, he's depicted as a black man with hair twists and a gray goatee beard. This is just race baiting. Thomas Crown tweeted in response, a publicity stunt in the worst taste. Absolutely right. There's a reason it's called race baiting and race grifting. I find it hard to understand why it would be beneficial to make a Numenorian described as fair-skinned and turn it into another race. Federico Martini, an Italian artist, wrote, "Isn't it more empowering to have great characters that fit a race and are proud of it, instead of taking well-established ones and swap them?" And personally, if they took a character that was black and race swapped him to white to represent me, I would be offended. I think that would actually offend me a little bit. Hey, we can't make a good character that looks like you, so we're just going to change the skin color of one of ours and you can say it's yours. That's the biggest load of bullshit. And here you can see the tweet from Magic the Gathering's official Twitter. So let's hop over to the gamer real quick. Magic the Gathering's Aragorn Backlash is just another racist trap. Another year, another Lord of the Rings adaptation under fire. The same week as Ismael Cruz Cordova revealed that Amazon hired an on-set therapist to help fight against racist backlash while filming the Rings of Power second season, abuse which racists then denied and demanded receipts for. Yeah, I want the receipts for that. People are angry that Magic the Gathering's Aragorn is black. Oh my god, I want to talk about that so bad, but I know YouTube will delete the video. Guys, you know what? While we're here, make sure you like, make sure you're subscribed. Check out my links below. I do have a Rumble channel. Make sure you're subscribed to that as well. I may do a second video just on this article and over on Rumble. Generally speaking, engaging with racists is a losing battle. They don't care about facts. Their arguments are contradictory and make no sense. And they are not beholden to the usual rules of debate, using and accepting facts or adjusting arguments when represented with new information. However, if you wanted a resource to explain why characters may have different skin colors in the adaptations, or for some simple examples that disprove certain arguments, then I've got you covered. Now let's just jump back to this page right here. Aragorn is described in the books as a Numenorian descent, a fictitious group of people who were fair-skinned. So going back to this one, let's look at the cards. There you go. So like I said just a minute ago, Magic Gathering YouTuber says Pinkertons threatened him with $200K fines and jail. So again, this is from a little over a month ago. Yesterday, Kotaku reported that Magic the Gathering maker Wizards of the Coast had sent Pinkerton detectives after a YouTuber after he had erroneously purchased an upcoming booster box for the collectible card game ahead of its release date. Today, the streamer revealed more details about exactly what these rent-a-cops said to convince him to surrender the cards. Dan Cannon said in a YouTube video that he had purchased the not-yet-released March of the Machine Aftermath booster boxes on Friday from a local dealer while thinking they were part of a recently released March of the Machine set. It seems likely that someone of the Wizards of the Coast distribution network had screwed up, perhaps sending out the wrong boxes due to similarly named product lines. And he ended up with the Magic the Gathering cards that aren't supposed to be for sale. After he posted about the cards online, Pinkerton agents showed up to intimidate him into giving him the cards back to Wizards of the Coast. Oh, I wish they had shown up at my doorstep. That would have been interesting to say the least. The Pinkerton agent cited several statutes about copyright infringement and some other things about threatening 1 to 10 years in jail and up to $200,000 in fine if I failed to cooperate. For what? What copyright infringement? You didn't take anything. You bought the cards. Someone sold them to you. You showed them off. There is no crime there. They also said if I didn't hand over the product, they would call the county sheriff and detain us until they arrived to arrest us and search my house for the product, and that they would most likely force us to show receipts for every magic card in the house, which literally over 1 million cards. Yeah, the point that somebody says they're going to call the cops to break into your house. Nope, gonna keep going. If the Pinkertons claim that they were going to account for over 1 million cards, that's really diligent of them. It's a little wonder why the corporations have relied on them to responsibly bust unions and to surveil workers. Kotaku reached out to the Pinkerton to ask whether or not their procedure is typical of their investigations. They did not receive a response by the time of this publication, and I don't think they're going to. So guys, that's going to be it for this one. I'm going to make another video here coming out soon. Make sure you drop a like, make sure you're subscribed, make sure you leave a comment. I want to hear your thoughts on this whole debacle.